Alright, this is some important information, I think, and the last video I took of it was 7.5 minutes long, so I'm going to try to be more concise this time. People have been asking me, why are you digging by hand? Why not rent a bobcat? Or they say, you're a bobcat. Or they say, you're Daniel Boone. Are you Daniel Boone? Or they say, I have a bobcat. I'll rent it to you for X amount per day. But this is why I don't need it, or I don't want it actually, because look at this. This is pure sand. I've been digging up pure sand and making a pile of it. This is sand that I would otherwise have to buy, transport, and feel guilty about. And this beneath it it's going to turn into a layer of pure clay, I'm pretty sure, based off my other digging on this land. It'll be just a thick layer of pure clay for maybe the next 3 feet. And I'll use that for cob. I'll use the sand for cob. Over here, this is an area where I've been hitting a lot of bricks from the house that was previously here. They didn't quite take it all away, so I've been excavating the old foundation. There's two types of bricks. This is like a softer, less durable type. It breaks up really easily every time I hit it, so it's going to get put in as a filler layer, like a backfill layer, because there's going to be a concrete wall that goes up towards that tree, and then I'm going to need to backfill level. You know, see this hill slope, so I'm going to have to backfill against that wall. And this is like a little bit of topsoil, some sand mixed in, all these chunks of brick, which are great, and even some clay right here, sandy clay. This is like cob. This is like pre-made cob. So this is going to be like that backfill material. It'll be great for that. And then over here is more pure sand. Very, very exciting. And then over there is all the topsoil. You see that big pile with the ramp up it? That's all the topsoil that I got just from this tiny little area. So that'll become a flower garden probably. It has a lot of like glass and trash and metal scraps in it, so it's not the best for growing vegetables, but for flowers I think it'll be great. And then over there is where I'm putting that fill stuff with the brick in it. So I'll store it over there, and then once I get this wall poured, then I can just have a nice easy wheelbarrow just down that little slope and just dump. So over there is where I'm going to store clay eventually, once I get those branches out of the way for cob. And then over here is all that sand. This is sand I bought, the lighter stuff, but the darker stuff is the stuff I just dug up. So I'm going to have a big supply of sand, which is phenomenal. That is why a bobcat doesn't always make sense, because I'm sure there's a certain level of separation that one could do with a bobcat in terms of when you're pulling soil away. You could pull it away in layers, but this isn't just layers, this is just different spots. It's all very specific, and it's kind of fun to go through and excavate and see what I find. Some of it being trash, some of it being very useful. And then also like sticks and stuff I can just throw away. I can separate everything. Basically I end up with quality materials that are already separated and all usable for different things, versus just one big pile of stuff that I just want to like totally get rid of, which is what usually happens at a work site. So that's excavation.